Jacksonville International Airport is the #1 in the nation in customer service. We just get a lot of compliments. There's not a day goes by that we get, as I'm checking passengers in, and they'll say, well, yeah, this is a great airport. It's just, the people are friendly, you can get in and out, you can come up to the curb, check your baggage, and you don't even have to wait in line, you can go. We just get a lot of great comments.
We love our airport, we're proud of our airport, and as you probably know, we are one of the top-rated airports in the United States consistently year after year after year for customer service. We strive to maintain that, and we think that we do a pretty good job of it based on the surveys. When this airport first opened in 1968, and I was here for the opening ceremony 50 years ago.
I was 16 years old, and I was in the Civil Air Patrol. It's kind of like a flying version of Boy Scouts. We were invited to come and be a part of it. It was kind of a neat thing for a 16-year-old to do, you know. And of course, you had everyone here with the mayor's office, everyone who was anyone, everybody came out to see it. It was a big deal for Jacksonville, and rightfully so. The Air National Guard had a flyby, their F-102 Delta Darts. That was pretty exciting for everybody to see.
There were 3 ground hostesses for Eastern Airlines, and I did that until Eastern abolished their customer service division, and I came back as a first female ticket lift agent. I was out at the gate, and of course everything was old style, manual, and we had to figure the weights for the plane with the luggage and the liquor and the people and so forth. And if there was too much weight on the plane, we had to tell the pilot and either take a person off or occasionally luggage that would be shipped on the next flight. And we would sign off on the weights if they were correct and close the door of the airplane and instruct the guy on the jetway to pull it back. Then we'd go down on the ramp and salute the pilot and give him to the flagman to take the flight out onto the tarmac.
I started here in 1968. I was a senior in high school. And my dad was a sky cap for Delta then. And then he became the first African-American sky cap to go to operations for Delta Airlines in Jacksonville. So I would have a summer job, like it was BNI, Vince and Inez, that owned the sky cap company back then. I can remember you do wheelchairs, you got $5 a wheelchair. People didn't tip dollars, but quarters, a lot of quarters. And a lot of quarters, you could buy gas for 16 cents back then, so that'll never happen again.
I flew corporate airplanes in here. We were one of the first corporate airplanes to land after they opened, and some of my friends were littler before us, but we flew the first Gulfstream 1 in here. Then we, like I said, we built a hangar over here and moved right in the first day, so.
I did corporate flying just like my predecessor did. And I followed his example and I said, well, if you can do it, I can do it. I served with the military and in the Air Force. And then I got into working for a company called Aircraft Services. We did nothing but service airliners, fueling, baggage handling, porter service, the whole shebang. So I was working in Tampa, and the company started growing, and they started flights here into Jacksonville. So they sent me to run the operation here.
When we first moved here, it was just so exciting because we were used to concrete floors and outdoor concourses, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. But there was no security still. You came up to the main terminal, and there were 3 concourses, and it was beautifully carpeted back then, which was so much better on our legs, having to stand for so many hours every day. And just everything was wonderful about it. I loved it.
I can remember Jacksonville growing population-wise and growing with the air traffic as time went on. I can remember I think we hit the 3 million mark. That was a big deal.
Of course, back then, we thought when it opened up that the amount of parking was unbelievable. But the amount of parking that we have today is way more than what we had in 1968 when this facility first opened.
We were a family. Every week, you could believe it, that on Thursdays, we would sit around and we buy barbecue and chicken, and the whole airport, we would sit down and eat together at least once a week. We were a family. And if somebody needed something, or he couldn't get it done or she couldn't get it done, we all would get together and get it done.
I have taken care of 2 presidents and 1 first lady. I'll never forget walking down the curb one day and 2 plainclothes guys came up to me, looked very official, and they said, "Could you help us checking in someone right now, if you don't mind?" I said, "Sure." And I followed them to the car, and it was Lady Bird Johnson, of all people. But you never know who you'll meet here.
To me, volunteering here at the airport is like working in the candy store. I can't wait for Tuesday to arrive every week because I know that I'm going to be in my candy store.
I continue to love meeting people out here and being a part of the Paradise family. And it's just a great place to be.
Jacksonville Airport is grown. We're #1 in customer service. We're #1 on the bag deal, and we work real hard to keep that number.
And I guess I've enjoyed the people too a lot, and being a part of the whole history of Jacksonville and aviation. You know, it's just come a long way, but I'm still here. I'm hanging in there, baby.